everyone? Can y'all hear me okay? Well, hello. Can y'all hear me now? I hope everybody's good. I was seeing no intro playing, so I started talking and I happened to pull it up on my phone and I was like, well, there's an intro playing still. So, anyways, hello, my beautiful friends. How are you doing tonight? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Hello, Miss Kathy. Hello, Susie. How are y'all doing? There's our brown eyed girl. Hello, sweet friend. Goodness. Hello, blue eyed Jewel and TJ. How are y'all doing? I hope everybody's well. Hello, Miss Barb. I hope you're good. Yay. Okay. We got us a decent little crowd up in here. It's crazy time to go live, but today has been a little out of whack for me. And then I got a sneezing fit, and I haven't stopped sneezing for about the last 20 minutes. So let's hope I stop. um anyways, okay, let's see what we can get into today. Thank you all for being here. I don't know if you notice. Thank you, brown eyed girl. I love the background. I wish I lived in this house. But on YouTube, there is an arrow with a 0 and a slash and a 1. It is a goal. I don't know if you guys see it, but there's a goal they are asking us all to set. It is a new thing. Hang on, guys, just a second, okay?
You hungry?
Okay, sorry. My granddaughter come up in here. Allie, will you shut the door, please? Okay. Hey, Millie. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for coming. Anyways, back to the goal thing. They are asking us to set a goal. It is like a super chat or something. I don't know. I set a goal. If I make it, I do. If I make it or don't, all is good. But I just wanted to tell you what that is. It's something new they're doing, and they ask us to participate. Okay, you see it, Barb? Okay. I didn't know if y'all saw it on your end or not, but anyways, um, we are going to just do a little review with Sebastian's case. We have no clue where we're at. Yeah, no, guys, I didn't tell anybody. I'm sorry. I didn't tell anybody. I have been either with the phone on my ear, texting, doing both at the same time. So, anyways, and then my grandbabies were up in here. And so it's just been, normal, crazy day. But let me see. Millie says, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll email you back here in a little bit, Millie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, okay. So we got some information. I'm going to see if I can't pull it up here. Was that put out, Rhonda, on X? Can you tell me that? Or was it put out on um you were fine, Millie. You were fine. Oh my goodness, guys. Y'all hang in there. Uh, check my text. Blue, I said. Okay. I swear to y'all that I am put together way better than this. Okay, let's see. I can't read all that. Let me, no, let me download it. Um, okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm going to try to add this. If y'all hear squealing noises, because I'm adding my phone to this stream to see if we can't get it playing. Um, I want to load this up. I had checked just before I went live. So basically, what I am reading here, let me just read it to you. See if I can read it. Oh, Lord, it's going fast, isn't it? Based on the information gathered from interviews and witness accounts, it is highly likely that Sebastian is no longer in Tennessee. However, all indications suggest he is still alive, guys. That is huge. Huge, huge. Green Hoodie is not a man. Green Hoodie is a guy. Wow. Okay, guys, I'll get that posted to my channel as soon as we're done. People, let me tell you, at night, At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter and their team. They're doing the work. They're finding out things. They are working very hard. And oh man, guys, there's hope. We have hope. Check it again. Our source sent this. Okay, let me look here. Okay, perfect. The so called alleged private investigator claimed his clients, the Proudfoots, are under extreme pressure. Maybe that's because they didn't want you to know the truth about who Green Hoodie really is. They said it was an elderly man, but guess what? It's a woman. Does they mean 3 to 4 people involved? On top of several other felonies which carry life sentences, are they also afraid of conspiracy charges? Last chance reward $250,000. Call 833 Tell Dog or the Sumner Sheriff at 615 451 3838. Sebastian Strong. Aloha. How about that, guys? How about that? This so called alleged private investigator claimed his clients, the Proudfoots, are under extreme pressure. I wonder if the so called private investigator expects us to have sympathy for his clients. My sympathy goes to Sebastian because, good God Almighty, could you imagine the extreme pressure that child is under right now? Mm-mm-mm. Man, they said it was an elderly man, but guess what? It's a woman. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Isn't that something? Well, looky there. Looky there. I'm telling you, folks, dogging at night and them working together and the forces they have created, this group, they're doing something. And in my opinion, they're doing a whole lot more than Sumner County or Hendersonville PD. My goodness. It's insane. Totally insane that we're sitting here daggum near 10 months. 10 months, people. And we're just now starting to get information put out. Information that have possible connections. Information that is valuable. And it's just now coming out only because of Dog's team and At Night's team. These people are for real. Anybody that want to question them and say they're just here for media propagandas, folks, this is not local putting this stuff out there. This is not them. This is Dog and at Night Media's group, putting all of this out there. All of the information we are getting worth listening to, worth seeing with our own eyes. Hey, Cher, thank you for listening. I appreciate you. And I still have to email you. I promise you I will, okay? As soon as I'm through, that's my goal. And everybody else that's come in, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, what huge information we just got handed to us. My goodness, let me read it again just for everyone who hasn't heard it yet. Dog Nation, this so called alleged private investigator, claimed his clients, the Proudfoots, are under extreme pressure. Maybe that's because they don't want you to know the truth about who Green Hoodie really is. They said it was an elderly man, but guess what? It's a woman. Does that mean they? Means 3 to 4 people involved? On top of several other felonies which carry life sentences, are they also afraid of conspiracy charges? Last chance. Reward $250,000. Call 833 Tell Dog or the Sumner Sheriffs at 615 415 451 3838. Sebastian Strong. Aloha. My goodness, guys. These folks are playing with us. We've been saying it all along. Distractions here, distractions there. It was early on when someone was sending Blue Eyes messages and sending her in the direction of a home for special needs children, very close to Seth's mother's house. And that was way early on. Now they're bringing out the fact that, hey, Seth had looked into several of them. And so we decided to talk about it last night. Sebastian was 15 years old when it was either late night or early morning of February the 25th or early 26th, when he was no longer seen. At that point, his mother woke up supposedly to get him ready for school and noticed he was gone. Supposedly, she looked around the house in just 1 minute's time, and she was in her car on the phone at 6:03, 3 minutes after she woke up, to let her husband know she could not find their son, supposedly. And supposedly from there, they called the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, although they had supposedly taught Sebastian that in an emergency you call 911. But this must not have been an emergency to them, allegedly. From there, eventually, Sebastian's real father gets off of work, gets a text message to call because it is an emergency. And he was told his son was missing by the stepfather, who allegedly said, "Don't be mad, but Sebastian is gone." There was never at any time during that call a question of, did Sebastian ever call you or contact you? That was never brought up. It was never a question as to, will you drive the route you usually do and look and see if you can find him? And we will do the same this side. Never a thought, allegedly. There were family members of the stepfather there at the house when Sebastian's father arrived. His words told us that allegedly the mother, the sister in law, and the mother in law were sitting at the table talking about jewelry and vacations. At the time, we didn't quite realize that possibly those were the vacations that were coming up very soon that Sebastian's family decided to embark on. Supposedly, they were concerned enough that it took them 7 days to speak out. They did not go to local TV or radio station where local people would be able to know what was going on and know to look out for this child. We know that they went to YouTube because a family friend knew a YouTube creator. They told their story in this nightmare that we live in on this YouTube streets today was created. That was the first we heard from the parents. So everybody talks about that first interview. Let's get the word out. Let's do what we can because we all want nothing but for Sebastian to be found. Little did we know the nightmare that would begin from that day on. The nightmare of distractions, the nightmare of sending people who volunteer their time to drive to search, but yet the stepfather's going to send them on a wild goose chase as if Sebastian would have allegedly gone that far to go to his favorite place. Allegedly, we have all of his shoes accounted for. Allegedly, he was wearing a set of clothes different from what he was last seen in before he arrived home. Allegedly, people got threatened when they would be out searching on their time because they had good hearts, because they wanted to help. So allegedly, people started getting threats. And that caused a lot of professionals, along with everyday people, to back away from Sebastian's case. We were told that Sebastian's case would be studied for years to come. Supposedly, law enforcement had told the stepfather this. I still don't understand that because there are kids, unfortunately, that run away all the time. And they are the ones that reported Sebastian as a runaway, so there was nothing really that would make his case stand out compared to all the other thousands of kids that run away. But the story grew from there. Allegedly, we had people that started taking different sides. And it is a fact that the YouTube streets are now divided in the Sebastian Rogers case. We have those who are strictly sympathetic to the father. We have those that are strictly sympathetic towards the mother and the stepfather. We have those that try to stay in the middle and are here for Sebastian. And yet it all turns into this pile of crap. And I hate to say that, but that's where we're at. Because it doesn't seem to matter which direction you go, you're going to get attacked. You're going to be talked about. But all the while, whether you're talking about the father, whether you're talking about the stepfather, the mother, or if you're just talking about Sebastian, everything becomes a distraction. Everything negative that gets put out in any way, form, or fashion gets distorted into nothing but a pile of crap. And we're sitting here talking about a 15-year-old boy who is highly functioning autism, and he hasn't been found for a very long time. When Blue Eyes, can you send that to the contact? When we all go to bed at night and lay our head down on our pillow and cover up with our covers because it's winter, it's cold, everybody snuggles down. We all have the same. We're all in the same point. We're all at the same exact point. The fact that Sebastian is gone still. If for some reason someone involved in this case, whether it be the father, the mother, the stepfather, the grandparents, the aunts, uncles, the friends, who the heck cares if any of them become that person that's guilty of him and his disappearance, then yes, they do deserve the justice that Sebastian deserves. They deserve every bit of it. And I don't say that just to sit here and be a hard ass. I say that because, my goodness, the parent, his mother, his stepfather, they are the ones that are under extreme pressure. Please give me a break. I understand losing a child. I understand the grief and every bit of that goes with it. But folks, what is Sebastian under? What is Sebastian experiencing? And in my opinion, if the parent and the step parent would have told the truth from the very beginning instead of changing their story every time they open their mouth, The games that got played are still being played. And if they would have been 100% honest and upfront, there would be no extreme pressure. Because when you're on the side of truth, you're relaxed. You know what you've said, you know what you've done, and you have been 100% honest about it. But to hear after we have proven the mother and the stepfather repeatedly lying about Sebastian's case, it's been proven with their own words. They tell somebody one thing and it gets told a different way, completely the opposite of what they said prior on a different channel. We find out from the stepfather's boss, he did not even tell them his stepson was missing. He tells us what a great relationship he has with his ex wife, the mother of his child. Did we hear her say how wonderful it was? No, we heard just the opposite. Thank you, Millie. I love you, Millie. Y'all, I am so entirely grateful to have Millie in my life, and I cannot say it enough. Millie is the most amazing person. And not just because she sent me this. Because Millie sat with me last night till 4:30 in the morning on the phone. Because this does get to you. This does. It gets to you. And sometimes you just need that person to talk to. And we had the best conversation about anything and everything. And for that, Millie, thank you. Guys, as we keep going on this journey to find this sweet boy with the amazing smile, I hope and pray that At Night Media does not get away from us. I hope that Dog and his team do not leave. Because they are the people that are out there doing the most work. They're proving to us with updates that we don't even deserve. We're just YouTube people. But they're giving us stuff. They're giving us information. No, 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 no. No, Cher, they're not leaving. That's what I'm saying. I hope they don't leave us. Because they're the only ones that are giving us anything and finding answers for this child. Ever since the very beginning, when I started hearing connections to the stepfather, his family, and local law enforcement, I never trusted them after that. Never trusted them. But this group of people that came in and are working to help Sebastian, they're doing an amazing job, folks. I hear people all the time saying, no, they're just here for this or that or this or that. No, they're not. They're here for the right reasons. and the updates that get brought out, they're saving us. They're saving us from ourselves out here. They're giving us hope. Because after listening to the words of the parents and the distractions that keep getting thrown out there, I had no faith that Sebastian was even alive. I had gotten to a point to where I didn't trust and believe in them. And the stories that we got and every detail that we were hearing about came from the mother and the stepfather. Mostly the stepfather for the mother, because the mother didn't talk. Not a lot. But it was her version of what happened. And when you have one person left to tell the story, that person can tell whatever story they want to, and there's nothing to back them up, nothing to tell them they're wrong. They can say what they want to, and I'm afraid this is the rabbit hole we've been led down. And so many of us can sit here and say their stories don't match up with what we know. We can sit here and say all day long the truth doesn't change, but yet their stories are always changing. And that's a truth. But yet we're the bad people for attacking the parents. I don't see it as an attack. I see it as speaking the truth. I'm not making anything up when I talk to you guys or tell you things. I tell you my opinion of what I hear from their very own words. I hear a stepfather tell us about a scent and how the dogs are not very reliable, contrary to what people may think. But yet, professionals, scientists, those kind of people have proven over and over that scent dogs, cadaver dogs, are 98% correct. So, no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But that's his way of trying to get us not to listen to anything scent dog related. He talks about a trail that goes from the front door around the house and everything. Then we hear law enforcement say there was no trail. There was no scent of Sebastian outside of that house. So who are we supposed to believe? The man that lives in that house or law enforcement? We're getting contradicting stories and we question it. When we question these things, we have others that feel the need to critique every single word. Well, critique away, I say. I don't care. I'm not listening. I don't want to know anything about them. I don't care about their channel because my number one focus is on Sebastian. And this child needs this army that has been created on YouTube. As crazy as that sounds, YouTube has created an army for this child, and it will take each and every one of us to stay strong, to muddle through all the crap, to keep going and pushing through so that the truth is found. We have to be patient and wait while this team of people that has come in on their own to help find Sebastian actually does some work and is getting some answers. Because law enforcement, they're just following up on leads. I've said from the beginning, I don't trust them. I understand we're YouTube. I understand we're social media, and I understand that they have to keep things private. But I also understand the word encouragement. And to get that little bit of encouragement means the world to someone who actually cares about this child. And as long as we continue to push through, as long as we continue to remember, keep our eyes focused on Sebastian, then we're going to see things happening, because Sebastian's army is a mighty force. And to the parents who are under extreme pressure, I say I'm sorry for your bad luck. I'm saying I'm going to say I sympathize with you, because it does suck not to have your son with you. But I'm also going to add, there are consequences to every decision you make. Whether your consequences are good, happy things, or your consequences are not so good. There is a reaction to every action. And it's a choice that they have made to put themselves in this extreme pressure by not begging to find their son, by not walking out everywhere, being seen with handfuls of flyers, searching, talking to people, telling them about Sebastian, what to look for. Here's the number to call. Instead, they're seen on the beach, in a bar, laughing, cutting up, having fun. They're seen in Oregon at a lake, looking awful somber. It's really sad, the choices they made, because your choices, yes, chit chat, Harley shopping instead of going to a vigil for your own son, yes. But their choices are on their shoulder. And if people don't like my opinion of their choices, then that's your God given right. You don't have to. But my opinion is to protect Sebastian while on my channel. And if that means calling out the mother and the stepfather who talk so horribly and made us for 9.5 months look for a child that was about 4 years younger, acting like a banshee, getting all up in people's bubbles, couldn't sit down at the table and eat without making such a horrible mess, has no friends because of all the things. Well, hell, no wonder he's not found. We haven't been looking for the Sebastian, the 15-year-old young man that we saw on the videotape. Growing up, a young man, not the young kid that we've been looking at pictures of. But his mother didn't feel the need to share the two most recent pictures hours before his disappearance with the rest of us. There's only one reason I can think of that, and that's more distraction. That's more of the we don't want him found, obviously. So, no, you look for a younger kid. Look for a kid that is so out of control that nobody wants to be around him. That's the kid that was presented to us. The tears that fell down my face when I saw the video of Sebastian at Texas Roadhouse, you couldn't imagine the anger behind those tears. Anger. Because that was a well-mannered young man. He had manners. His elbows weren't up on the table. He wasn't leaning across the table to get all up in his mother's bubble. He was very cautious at how he was eating his food. He was trying to make sure he wiped his hands off when he touched his bowl or his food. But that's not who we've been looking for 9.5 months. Isn't that convenient? And that pisses me off. If you were to ask me what my son is like today, I'm going to show you the latest picture I took of him. I'm going to tell you what he's like now. I'm going to tell you every detail about him. Now, right now. Because if he is missing and I want you to help me find him, I would have to tell you what he's like now. But we were all deceived this whole time into thinking that this child who stayed up in people's bubbles and he couldn't have friends, he was too embarrassing to take him out to eat most of the times because he was so messy. Folks, that wasn't the child we saw at all. And that pisses me off. We will continue to be Sebastian's army, and we're going to continue in every way possible to continue to put his face out there, to continue to talk about this wonderful young man that had super great manners. Ollie. And we're going to continue to do what we can to make sure that he is found in any way possible, with anything possible that we can help with. And with that being said, I'm going to read something to you guys. Hang on just a second. Let me get this out of the way. If you're the green hoodie, contact Dogs Team directly at 844-922-3236. Your courage and vigilance could make all the difference. Listen close, folks. Individual description of green hoodie. Gender. Sorry. Oh, gender, female. Age, approximately late 40s to mid 50s. Height, 5'5" to 5'7", relative to the vehicles and objects in the frame. Build, average to slightly stocky build. Physical features, hair, light to medium brown or dirty blonde. Short, slightly wavy, and somewhat unkempt. Facial structures, round face with a soft jawline. Precise details of the eyes and nose are blurred. Clothing, the top, olive green hoodie with large white or off-white text graphic across the chest, possibly stylized letters. The hoodie appears oversized. Pants, dark colored, loose fitting pants that appear dirty, making, I can't find the rest of it. So, hey, we got a description of the woman that Katie talked to at Texas Roadhouse. And folks, if you have anything to do with TikTok, do not believe what they are saying because there was no accident. There was nothing of we're going to exchange information. Katie didn't carry around her insurance card in her pocket, I'm sure. She did not carry around her name, her phone number, her driver's license, her insurance information, and all the things in her pocket in case somebody hit her car at Texas Roadhouse. There was some sort of distraction. I wonder if Sebastian spoke up finally after leaving things alone as long as he possibly could. I wonder if he's the one that everybody turned to look to see what was happening that would make this young man speak out. It's very sad to know that the the video we see, he gets in his car on the passenger side, his mother gets in the driver's side, and they back out and they drive away. From there, everything becomes a mystery for us because that is the last time he's seen. It made it real, folks. It made it real. And I hope with that video of him and his mother inside Texas Roadhouse, walking out of Texas Roadhouse and leaving Texas Roadhouse, made the extreme pressure just a little bit more for them. Because I've said it from day one and I'll continue to say it, the mother, Katie Proudfoot, holds the key to everything. She tells us all the big things that happened the whole weekend on Saturday, all day Sunday. But when it comes time for her to tell us what happened when she got home from Texas Roadhouse, it's very sketchy. And I say sketchy because the story is never the same. And why? Because it's not the truth. Because the truth never changes. A mother and a father, stepfather at that don't try to find the son, the child that lives in their house with them. My only explanation I can find to that one would be that no one is going to look for something they know where it is. And if somebody wants to get mad at me for saying that, oh, y'all have fun with that one. Because, folks, why would you look for something that you know where it's already at? I'm going to close out here in just a second. I just wanted to get with y'all. It's been a crazy day for me, and I hadn't been able to go live earlier today, but I'm going to try tomorrow to do better. But I don't guarantee nothing, folks, okay? But we're going to do what we can. And I want y'all to always remember to make sure you keep Sebastian the center, the focus, because there's way too many people that are not doing that. They're not getting him focused and insight. They are distracting us. They are sending us on wild goose chases. There are threats that have been made. It's not a pretty sight. And at the end of the day, that would cause extreme pressure. But that is their choice they made. So, guys, with that, I say look on Facebook, look on YouTube's. I just can't get it to work out for me to get it loaded, and I apologize. But look at the post that is being put out. Please follow War Eagle. Please follow Hindsight. They are both amazing in what they do. They will always have Sebastian in his focus, in their focus. I do want to play something real quick before we end it out completely. So hang on. Let me share my screen. Let's do this. And we are going to make this big so everybody can see it. And I hope y'all all see it. Can y'all see that okay? Let's see here. Okay, so that goes across pretty good. Here we go, guys. Listen up. This is credit goes to War Danm Eagle. And y'all go sub up. Make sure you do. Oh,
Welcome to One World Headquarters Switchboard. This notification is part of One World's Rapid Alert and Advisory Service initiative. Dog the Bounty Hunter, supported by Ignite and other partners, is fully committed to finding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who has been missing since February 25, 2024. We are offering a reward of up to $225,000 for information that directly leads to Sebastian's safe return or results in the arrest, prosecution, and sentencing of those responsible for his disappearance. Based on the information gathered from interviews and witness accounts, it is highly likely that Sebastian is no longer in Tennessee, and all indications suggest that he is still alive. Dog the Bounty Hunter and his team have confirmed that Green Hoodie was not a customer at Texas Roadhouse on the evening in question. Sources have verified with Dog that they have no prior knowledge of Green Hoodie and have never seen the subject before or since February 25, 2024. At approximately 6:22 p.m., surveillance captures Green Hoodie emerging from the shrubbery or bushes near the Texas Roadhouse parking lot. At 6:23 p.m., Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers exit the restaurant, and Mrs. Proudfoot engages with Green Hoodie. Green Hoodie hastily rushes to a restroom, exits without making any purchases, and then avoids cameras as they shuffle back outside. After exiting, Green Hoodie speed walks back through the shrubbery, where an unknown vehicle illuminates their path. Surveillance footage indicates that Green Hoodie either got picked up or drove themselves away from the Vanderbilt Pediatric Ophthalmology Hendersonville parking lot, which is adjacent to Texas Roadhouse. The footage suggests this happened at approximately 6:28 p.m. from the lot next to Texas Roadhouse. Please note that Ignite and Dog operate independently from law enforcement and are not affiliated with law enforcement agencies. Furthermore, Ignite operates independently of law enforcement. We are a private intelligence and consultation firm committed to providing additional resources in the search for Sebastian for his father. Please note that this call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance and security purposes. If you have information related to Sebastian's case, please press 1 to be immediately connected with a dedicated agent. For general inquiries about Ignite, press 2. For more information on One World's initiatives, press 3. Thank you for contacting One World. Your call is vital, and we are committed to treating it with urgency and confidentiality.
okay. So, with that, any information that anyone may have, no matter how big you think it is or how in any case of tininess, a possibility, I heard this, whatever, make that call. Make that call because that might just be the key. You might possibly have that one tiny bit of information. Let law enforcement, let night group or dogs group make that decision how important it could be. And with that, guys, I'm going to say goodnight to you all. I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. I thank you all for being here. Millie, thank you for letting me meet my goal tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you to my mods who are amazing. And guys, stay with the good fight. Focus on Sebastian. Always, always keep in mind that Sebastian is our main focus. Love and hugs, everybody. Good night.